Hello and welcome to this month's edition of Hector's Highlights. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with literature, right now I'm still reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I'm like halfway through. Yeah, it takes some time because it takes energy to read this, and I'm trying to really understand each and every thought that's in here, and it's kind of hard because you have to get into the prose, and then because it's like written in prose, and then convert it into the abstract or like general thoughts behind them. So yeah, that takes some time. Apart from that, I finished Attached, book about relationships, finding and keeping up relationships. It's been a pleasure. It was nice. I had fun. It's a good mix between the scientific background and then practical tips you can use, practical advice that you can use. And yeah, really changed my way of looking at relationships. For example, how relationships that are exciting don't necessarily have to be fulfilling or healthy. Because I finished Attached, I started reading a new book, To Kill a Mockingbird. Some people had to read it in school and I didn't, and therefore I thought it had something behind it, some worth. And yeah, I try to see what this is about. I'm like halfway through now. It's a book about racism in the US and someone being accused, and then someone of color being accused of something, and then a white lawyer defending them. And it's written from the perspective of children, which makes it innocent and like pure and gives an untamed approach to the whole topic. Going into music, one of my favorite producers at the time, Ferdis, released an EP called Dreamland and had a party in LA, like a release party. I didn't enjoy it as much, but it's like still his DNA of production and songwriting, and if there's more of him, then I like it. It's like not my favorite music, but it's still like at a level and in the lane that I enjoy very much. Furthermore, I saw a DJ set by Sam Galatry, who's a Scottish producer who has a song out with Pink Panthers. If you want to get into him, it's kind of down Pink Panthers' lane, house, garage, lo-fi mix. Actually, I went to Paris to a club just to see him and to listen to his set. He's more of a producer than a DJ from my experience. I didn't enjoy that set as much. I enjoyed the set from a perspective of a producer and like understanding music and like making the bass face and like making the that's a nasty drop face. But like from a I want to go out dancing standpoint, it wasn't as good. But I had fun anyways and connected it with a trip to Paris, which was nice. Moving on to series, I finished the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Of course, I don't have to talk about the animation, especially in fighting scenes. It's an action anime after all. I enjoy a lot of action, or that we have a lot of fighting scenes, because in general, some animes take some time to go there to like a fighting scene with like giving background here and then a flashback there, and then, oh, my sensei said this, I have to do this and that, and then you're waiting for like a 30-second fight scene. But here it's just fight after fight after fight, which is super nice and exciting. I enjoyed the Gojo's past arc, which was nice, gave background, connected everything, made me connect to the characters a whole lot more. And I liked Toji Fushiguro as a character, someone who like hates the whole Jujutsu world and therefore like deconnects from it and is immune to their powers, was a nice concept. The following arc, the Shibuya incident arc, felt like an in-between setup for what's to come in the story, and some fights didn't feel necessary to me, but I enjoyed the concept of the main thing happening there. I'm not going to spoil it, but I feel like it's refreshing and it kind of fixes the power dynamic in the whole series and makes me care again. Of course, I also continued watching Hunter x Hunter. I'm in the Chimera Ant arc right now, and the king was born, so like a super strong villain. I kind of got used to the style being all over the place, but I still don't enjoy it as the general public seems to enjoy it. but I'm gonna finish it, and it's not like a chore. It's still nice to watch, it's still well made. And the last entry in movies and series is Laputa Castle in the Sky. I said in the last Hector's highlights that I'm rewatching a lot of Ghibli movies, and I watched Laputa Castle in the Sky. Just a very nice watch. I kind of forgot how intense it was at points, and it showed me how right now in media and movies for children, they don't go as extreme. For example, in Laputa, they like shoot at kids and they drop curse words and they talk about hanging pirates. I mean, it's real, kind of. And to me, it feels like children's media right now is very soft. In the category of miscellaneous, just like I said before, talking about Sam Galatry, I went to Paris for the first time for 3 days and had a lot of fun. Went to the DJ set, saw all the touristy stuff, Eiffel Tower and like Arc de Triomphe, Champs-Élysées. Interacted with some French people in the club, which was interesting. Meeting people that are on substances and during like the nighttime, which was nice. And of course I went to the Louvre, which was a highlight. It was overwhelming. I think I saw like a fraction of everything they had to offer because I had like an early time slot and got out of bed too late. Therefore I had no time to have breakfast. And after like 3 or 4 hours, fatigue hit, and yeah, then I had to kind of rush through it. And it was free of charge for people under 26 that have their residency in the European Union, which is super nice. So I have to go back to Paris as long as I'm under 26. I had fun, and I would recommend, although Paris is intense. In comparison to Berlin or Vienna or Barcelona, who I visited also, it's kind of intense with all the people and traffic, especially traffic. And I'm easily overwhelmed by a lot of people, but I got used to it pretty quickly. It is the city of fashion indeed. I thought it was like a thing that we just say stereotypically about Paris, but I saw a lot of fashionable people and it inspired me to like rearrange my wardrobe and to like be proud of style and like get back into fashion again. That was it for February. Hope you tune in next time, and thank you for your attention.